Hey, Jeff, see a big result for you last time out. I guess just talk about the importance of getting that big win.
Yeah, it was big. You know, my back was on the wall coming off of 2 losses. Yeah, I don't know how else to say it. It was big. You know, it kept me in the UFC, kept my dream alive, and I'm here today.
Did you consider it that way going in? I mean, did you let yourself like kind of understand that reality?
I don't know. I think you kind of got to be honest with yourself going in, but in the same breath, like you can't let it change too much of what you do. You know, both like going into the fight and also like preparation wise. A big part of my confidence and where I feel confident in a fight is just from my training partners, from the routine I have, from everything. And I don't know, I feel like if you let results, win or lose, dictate a lot of that, you kind of start maybe getting streaks, but also maybe getting losing streaks, you know? So I just try to keep things not necessarily the same, but small adjustments, you know?
Is it challenging to do that, right? Because, I mean, you don't know what defeat is, you know what I mean? And, like, you make it to the highest level, you're like, this game's easy, bro. We just tearing things up, and then you got to deal with that. So is it tough to adopt that mindset?
Man, I had 2 losses back-to-back as an amateur. I actually started off my amateur career 4-3. So to me, it wasn't anything new. Like when I was an amateur, there was a lot less voices, and they were maybe a lot less loud, but they were saying the same shit, like, oh, are you done, you know? Or where are you going to go from here? 2 losses in a row, what's going to happen? Like, it's just, you hear it all, and it just, the more you hear it, the less of an effect it has, and I don't know, it's just par for the course. Like I said in my last interview, I think after the fight the last time, I'm not the kid who comes in and like sets the world on fire from the jump, but I am the kid that figures it out, and you're going to see that this Saturday.
That's awesome. With that said, I guess was the mood a little different at training camp this time? We're getting ready. I mean, did it have a little different energy around it coming off a win?
I think the biggest thing, I switched up. Me and my girl moved out to Denver, I guess 3-4 months ago, back in June, I want to say. So I've been training with Factory X this camp, Mark Montoya and all those guys, and it's just been a great room to be a part of. And so is my room back home. It's just, you know, just a great room, man. There's a lot of up-and-coming guys. We had Jacoby fight on the Contender Series last night. We had Josh Frim fight last Saturday. We got Cody on the same card with me. It's just a lot of guys, like, pushing me past levels that I didn't even know I had. So I guess if anything changed, that'd probably be it. But as far as what I do, it's mostly the same.
That's awesome. What facilitated that move?
I went out before the Ange Lusa fight when I fought in Salt Lake City and trained with them for about a month to try to get used to the elevation and stuff. And it was a good fit, and, you know, things back home just kind of dictated that it was time for a move, and my girl wanted to come out. She's got a little wanderlust and wants to see the world, so decided to pack up and head out west.
Very cool. Great camp. All right, so I will talk about Bryan as an opponent. What do you think of him as a fighter and what he presents to you?
He's good, man. Tough kid. He knows how to take a shot. Fights real well off the back foot. Uses cage pretty good as like a good takedown defense, and he can drop some fools. You know, he's 2 knockouts, I think, in his last 3, I want to say. Yeah, good. He, I think power-wise and explosiveness, I think I'm going to have the advantage, obviously, but he's dangerous, you know. I got to take him seriously, and I got to handle him.
Nice. Last thing for me, I mean, win here, where do you see the journey? I mean, new camp, you got to win now, your back's not against the wall anymore. I mean, is this roll it as quick as you can, shut it down for the year? What's the plan moving forward?
Bro, who knows? I'm just rolling with the wind. That's it.
Thank you, man, for taking the time. You mentioned working with Jacoby, which must have been awesome. If you want to talk about that a little bit. Your fights didn't even overlap. Like, you got him Tuesday getting some action, and your action on Saturday we're about to see you. How great was that to really fine-tune some stuff?
Dude, it's cool. We've not even just the fine-tuning and being able to train with each other, but we've got a fighter house. We got an Airbnb of like 8 of us in there, I think, right now. So just the vibes, everybody kind of being on the same wavelength, and also the training camp, everybody gearing up for around the same time. The energy in that room is just, it's something special, you know, especially whenever you have a whole group of guys getting ready to go to battle. It just, how would I describe it? I mean, y'all been around the game a lot, you know, you've heard people talk about it. Like, it just, there's a different energy in the room, a different focus, a different sharpness to every round, every little technique you're trying to learn. There's just a different importance to it when the whole room has something coming up and you feel it. It really is. It's like tangible, you know? So yeah, I mean, just having that push me even further than I could push myself it's been great. And all the guys along, you know, doing the same thing. Hopefully I was able to help them along too.
That's great. It's like you had a Ultimate Fighter house, but just family edition.
Exactly, yeah.
And last for me, you mentioned Denver. Please tell me how that elevation was. I know you got some better lungs now from working up there, right? Like, that must have been crazy.
Shit, I hope so. Salt Lake City with my ass. But no, man, it's been cool. We go up and we hike a lot. Me and my girl, we like being outdoors. And I think Denver's 5,600 feet elevation. A lot of the hikes we'll do are 7,000 to. We did a 13er the other day. Thought I was dying. Thought I had asthma, but it was fun. I don't know how much of an effect that has. You know, obviously elevation and stuff. There's science behind it, but I guess we'll see Saturday. You know, I feel like a machine right now. We gonna see.
No question. But just to add to that, like from you coming over here to Vegas, you'll be good. There's no way that doesn't benefit you. Did you get to use the PI at all, or?
A little bit. And well, to add to your point, coming up from Louisiana, sea level to Denver, dude, that first month and a half, you feeling it, boss. But then you start your body starts catching up, and start turning into something.
Right on, man. Can't wait to see it, and good luck on Saturday.
Cool. Thank you, bro.
Yes, sir.